Hello, New York Yankees fans. We have brand new exclusive videos and the latest news for you. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join our channel and give this video a like. It's crucial to get exclusive access to the latest updates. All right, baseball fans, the buzz around the league just went nuclear, and it's not just another off-season rumor. This is the kind of headline that shakes up the entire MLB landscape. Word on the street is that the New York Yankees, the Bronx Bombers themselves, have managed to lock in none other than Max Scherzer to reinforce their starting rotation. Yeah, you heard that right. Scherzer, the three-time Cy Young Award winner, the man with those fierce, mismatched eyes, is apparently packing his bags for the Bronx. Sources close to the organization are hinting that this move has been brewing quietly for weeks, under the radar, while the front office played it cool and calculated. And it makes sense. The Yankees have been craving that old-school ace energy, the kind of dominance that brings fear into opposing lineups. Scherzer may be getting up there in age, but his competitive fire burns just as bright, and in New York, that kind of intensity doesn't just fit, it thrives. This could be the spark the Yankees have been missing, the piece that turns a talented roster into an unstoppable force on the mound and beyond, setting the stage for a new era of pinstripe power. Imagine the aura this creates inside Yankee Stadium. The crowd rising to their feet, the lights beaming down, and Scherzer walking to the mound with that trademark snarl. It's cinematic, almost like a scene out of a baseball movie, except it's real life, and it's happening in the Bronx. The Yankees' rotation has been good, sure, but the word dominant hasn't truly defined it in recent seasons. Garrett Cole needed a running mate, someone who could not only match his energy, but challenge him, push him to be even better. Enter Scherzer. Even at this point in his career, he's still striking out batters like it's 2016, and his game day preparation is second to none. This guy lives and breathes competition. Having that presence in the clubhouse is like injecting pure electricity into a team that sometimes look too comfortable. The message is clear. The Yankees aren't just here to make the playoffs. They're gunning for the World Series, and they're bringing in one of the fiercest competitors the sport has ever seen to get it done. Behind the scenes, insiders are whispering about how this deal came together. Apparently, the front office has been eyeing Scherzer since the trade deadline, but the timing wasn't right back then. Now, with free agency heating up and the Yankees looking to reclaim their dominance, they pulled the trigger. What's wild is how quiet the negotiations were. No leaks, no rumors until the last second. That's not the usual Yankees way. They're typically the loudest in the room when something big is brewing. But this time, they played the long game, and it paid off. The veteran pitcher, known for his relentless drive and unmatched preparation, reportedly couldn't resist the idea of joining the most storied franchise in baseball. He's always been about legacy, and what better way to cement it than wearing pinstripes? There's a mutual hunger here. Scherzer wants another ring, and the Yankees are starting for their first championship since 2009. Together, that hunger might just create the perfect storm of dominance. Analysts are already debating what this means for the Yankees' pitching hierarchy. Does Scherzer slot right behind Cole as the number 2? Or do they share co-ace status, alternating nights of terror for opposing hitters? Either way, this duo could be something special, the kind of 1-2 punch that changes playoff baseball. Imagine a 7-game series where a team has to face Cole in Game 1 and Scherzer in Game 2. That's not a challenge. That's a nightmare. But beyond the stats and the matchups, this move sends a message across the league. The Yankees are done waiting. They're back in win-now mode, the kind of mindset that made them a dynasty in past decades. If you're Boston, Houston, or even Los Angeles, you're suddenly checking a roster twice because the Yankees just added a future Hall of Famer who still has gas left in the tank. The arms race just escalated, and it's New York leading the charge once again. Fans, of course, are losing their minds. Social media exploded within minutes of the news breaking. The memes, the excitement, the disbelief, it's all there. Yankee fans are already imagining Mad Max taking the mound, the chants echoing through the Bronx, that signature snarl frozen on the Jumbotron. It's that perfect mix of nostalgia and hype. Scherzer brings that old-school edge, that warrior mentality that Yankee legends like Petit and Clemens once embodied. But he's also got that modern flair, the swagger that defines today's game. The timing couldn't be better either. After seasons of frustration and near misses, fans needed something to believe in again. This signing does that. It reignites faith, sparks conversation, and reminds everyone why the Yankees are always relevant, no matter the era. It's not just about talent. It's about aura, identity, and legacy. And SCHERZER brings all three in abundance. The implications of this deal go beyond just the rotation. It changes the energy in the entire clubhouse. Younger pitchers like Clark Schmidt and Nestor Cortez suddenly have a living masterclass in their midst. Someone who's been through every postseason war imaginable. Coaches don't need to say much when a guy like SCHERZER is around. His presence sets the standard. You can feel it, even through the screen. This is what leadership looks like. Intensity, accountability, and an obsession with winning. And for the Yankees, that's been missing in recent years. It's not that they lack talent. They lacked that raw, obsessive hunger that turns contenders into champions. Now, with SCHERZER and Cole leading the charge, that hunger is back. The Yankees just became terrifying again, and baseball fans everywhere can sense that a new chapter in pinstripe dominance might be about to begin. But let's not kid ourselves. There's always another layer to this story, and it's the kind that keeps baseball fans up at night. Some insiders are whispering that this signing might be just the beginning, a domino effect of bigger moves coming from the Yankees front office. When you bring in a player like SCHERZER, it's not just a rotation upgrade. It's a statement. It signals to every free agent out there that New York is serious again, that this is the place to be if you want to win now. Rumor has it that this move could lure another big-name pitcher or even a power bat to round out the lineup. Imagine pairing this new rotation with an offense anchored by Judge, Soto, and maybe another surprise addition. Suddenly, the Yankees don't just look competitive, they look unstoppable. And let's not forget, SCHERZER's influence could attract veterans who crave that championship shot. This feels less like a single transaction and more like the ignition point of a full-blown resurgence. The Empire, it seems, is striking back. Still, with big moves come big expectations. The pressure in New York is unmatched, and no one knows that better than SCHERZER. He's pitched in World Series games, handled the biggest stages, but there's nothing quite like the scrutiny of Yankee Stadium under the bright lights of October. Every pitch, every stare down, every post-game quote will be magnified. But if there's one pitcher built for that environment, it's him. SCHERZER thrives under chaos. He feeds on it. That's why this fit makes so much sense. He's not afraid of the noise. He is the noise. And that's what the Yankees have been missing. That intimidation factor, that edge that makes opponents uneasy before the first pitch is even thrown. This isn't just about stats or velocity. It's about presence, the psychological warfare that only a select few in baseball history have mastered. If SCHERZER can bring that energy and keep his arm healthy, the rest of the league better watch out. Some skeptics, though, are raising eyebrows at the Yankees' gamble. SCHERZER's not a young arm anymore. Injuries have been a concern, and mileage is a real thing. But that's the beauty of this move. It's high risk, high reward, pure Yankees bravado. When has this franchise ever played it safe? From Reggie Jackson to Roger Clemens to Giancarlo Stanton, the Yankees' DNA is about going big, not playing small. They understand a gamble, but they're banking on SCHERZER's mindset more than his mechanics. Even if he's not throwing 98 miles per hour every night, his pitch IQ and competitiveness make him elite. He knows how to adapt, how to reinvent himself, and that's what legends do. Plus, the rotation depth around him means he doesn't have to carry the team, he just has to lead it. And when it comes to leadership, SCHERZER's resume speaks for itself. You don't get nicknamed Mad Max for nothing. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Inside the clubhouse, this move is already changing dynamics. Reports suggest Garrett Cole personally reached out to SCHERZER before the deal was finalized, welcoming him and expressing how much he admired his work ethic. That mutual respect could turn into one of the most dynamic partnerships in baseball. Two aces Two perfectionists feeding off each other's intensity. That's the kind of chemistry that breeds championships. And it's not just on the field, it's cultural. The Yankees have been trying to restore that old-school fire, that sense of accountability where every inning, every out means something. Scherzer embodies that mentality to the core. Younger players watching him prepare, compete, and lead will learn what it truly means to wear those pinstripes. It's not about the fame, it's about the standard. And Scherzer is the walking, growling, strikeout-throwing definition of that standard. The fans' reactions have turned this signing into a full-blown phenomenon. Merchandise is flying off shelves. Mad Max and the Bronx t-shirts are already trending online, and sports talk radio can't go 5 minutes without dissecting every possible outcome of this move. That's the Yankees' effect. Everything they do becomes larger than life. But this one feels different, heavier, like the beginning of something that could reshape the franchise's direction. The Yankees have always thrived when they've combined star power with grit, and Scherzer is the perfect blend of both. He's not just a star, he's a warrior. And for fans who've been waiting for that next true Yankee legend, this might be the guy. There's an energy in the air, a feeling that the Bronx Bombers are about to wake up and remind the league who runs the show. In the end, whether this move delivers a championship or not, it's already reignited the fire that defines Yankees baseball. It's given fans a reason to believe, players a reason to push harder, and rivals a reason to fear again. Max Scherzer in pinstripes isn't just a signing. It's a statement of intent, a declaration that the Yankees are done being a storyline and ready to be the story once more. The dynasty mentality is back, the dominance is brewing, and the league can feel it coming. You can almost hear it in the Bronx breeze, the crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, and that familiar whisper of destiny. The Yankees didn't just sign a pitcher, they summoned storm. And when that first pitch flies from Scherzer's hand in Yankee Stadium, baseball might just feel a little more like magic again. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.